Hello and welcome. I am the Urban Animist and I'm here to bring you a guide to the unknown and the unseen. So, yesterday we did Woden's Day room reading. So today I want to talk a little bit about some things that I've been reading about this area, about the native myths, because I'm an urban animist. I'm animist in rural and urban places, and Indiana it's it has lots of small towns sprinkled everywhere. I mean, it's kind of cool, but there are lots of Native American mythologies. And first, I want to start with a little bit of something, so I get a little terrified, just a little. And the reason I do is because there are things out there that we don't understand, that we don't really believe in, that are there, and I don't ever want to stumble on something without being fully prepared. So, and the reason I say terrified, I've been looking into reports of thunderbirds. Thunderbirds. Okay, so did you know that Illinois and Indiana have the highest volume of thunderbird sightings in the entire nation? Entire nation. Okay, so now that we're done with that, the Miami Indians that were from around these parts that I'm near, they had myths of a couple. I'm gonna just do three of the creatures, right? Three of the creatures myths that will probably, hopefully, two of them I won't encounter very much, but knowing me, I probably will. Well, aside from the Thunderbird, which I've I've read legitimate stories of Thunderbirds grabbing children in front of their parents, and the parents having to hit the Thunderbird with a broom or something to release the child. So, okay, okay, so. Okay, sorry, I get the chills. So, okay, the three other beings that are probably right around where I'm at, that I probably will experience. The first one, I'm going to tell you the scariest to the not so scariest, okay? And scariest to not so scariest, they're not really that scary. And I say that now very lightly because I haven't experienced it. I've experienced a lot of beings before. A lot of beings. But not these. Okay. First. Sorry about that. First, we have the horned serpent of the rivers and lakes. Now, the horned serpent. Okay, you know what? Change that. I'm going to do four different mythological beings because the horned serpent has a very big, opponent, an enemy, another being that's an enemy of it. So I have to tell you about that, and I'll tell you about that last. So you have the horned serpent, has horns, and it lives in deep waters and streams and lakes, right? And it will pull people off the shore and drown them and eat them in the water. Me being who I am and so closely tied to the river that I was born next to and working with that river, that kind of terrifies me just a little bit. But I don't know. I think I might be overreacting, but I take most of this stuff with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I've experienced way too much to not believe in this stuff. And if you're watching my videos, you should know how I feel about this stuff. So, beside the point. Okay, horned serpent. The horned serpent will kill people. It takes people, grabs them from the shore, and pulls them in. Especially if they're swimming too, it will grab them, pull them in, and devour them. Okay. So, next, it is a lynx. A lynx is a type of cat, if you don't know that, a type of wild cat. Almost like a bobcat, almost like a mountain lion, but smaller than a mountain lion, maybe a little bit bigger than a bobcat. Okay, this creature, I don't remember its name, and I can't pronounce the old Miami words, because that's a Miami tribe that lives around here. So, this creature lives in deepest parts of water, and it waits to drown people. It is a lynx with scales all over its body, and it has antlers. Okay, that's. Sorry. I freak myself out sometimes, I swear. But I just gotta meet him. Or not. just be protected. I'll be protected. I'll be protected. I promise. Okay, okay. And you're gonna be with me the entire time I do stuff like this. Hopefully, I'm able to do live. So if something happens, you know what happens to me. Um, beside the point. Okay, the third creature. The third creature after the lynx is the little people of the forest. Now these mischievous beings are very, very, very similar to Celtic fairies. Right? Okay, so I can deal with that. They're mischievous, but they're very kind. As long as you, I keep hitting the table, sorry. As long as you work with them and are kind to them, then you should have no problems. So that's good. That's good. That's probably the ones that I'm going to be asking most of my questions to. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Now, the bonus one, the one that I added last, the fourth one, it's the thunder and lightning beings, the beings of the sky. Now, these beings are great enemies of the horned serpent. They are great enemies of the horned serpent. One strike from their lightning kills the horned serpent instantly. This is how, and he is terrified of them. Okay? And they are mortal enemies, from what the stories say. So, okay, that's insane. That's insane. That's powerful. I wonder if these beings are like maybe Thunderbirds. I don't think so, but there's something like it. I mean, if I think about it, I always see a storm as its own being, no matter what kind of storm it is, because it's produced from thin air and kind of accumulates. But that's beside the point. So, okay. We've got those four beings. Now, for a little bonus information. If you have not read Missing 411, you must read it. Because I think Missing 411 ties in with a lot of metaphysical things that happen. The things that our modern society does not want to acknowledge. And that is terrifying. These people go missing. They literally disappear. Sometimes right behind their parents, sometimes right in front of people's faces, disappear without a trace. No joke. Look up Missing 411 right now. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. The person who writes it, David Paulides, is very respectable. He's very, very big on investigation. He does his homework. It's crazy. So, there are a lot of Indiana cases. And he only does certain criteria. He does not do any missing person, just certain criteria. So, to add to that, you've got the Missing 411 and you've got these beings, especially the two that live in the lakes and rivers, that eat people and drown people, and then you've got people missing under bizarre circumstances, usually next to a boulder field, usually a mill, usually right next to water. And if the body's ever found, most of the time they have no shoes on, and their feet aren't torn up from walking without shoes, even though they're found for miles. It's weird, and no foul play is ever suspected. But I digress. So, this is a little information of what things that I have been reading about and learning about. And this stuff is, like I said, kind of scary. It is kind of scary. It really is, because these things, I want to play with these things. There are some places where you should never go, and you'll always know. There are some places where you should never tread. It's like busting into somebody else's house, pretty much. There are sacred places that are not for you, have never been for people, and should never be touched by people. And I do believe this, and you'll always know before you get there. You feel it. You feel it in the pit of your, like in the depths of your chest or in the pit of your stomach. You know, you just have that feeling you need to run, and you don't know what for. But, okay. I was going to do, yesterday, my Wednesday reading on a trail. I just couldn't get to the trail. I know now how to get to it, so I'm going to do more videos of just showing you around about where I live, seeing the natural beauty and all that. Now, I'm going to be making more videos. I don't know about what just yet. life may be busy, just a little bit. I will try my hardest to keep up with the Woden Stay room reading, and I appreciate all of you watching me. I appreciate all of your kind words. I appreciate your help. I appreciate the way you appreciate how I view the world and how I see things, because that is so important to me. Getting my side out, or my vision, the way I see it, the way I know it to be true, and helping people see it that way, that means everything to me. And that shows we're changing as a race. We're coming back to the good ways, and we'll be there soon. I am the Urban Animist. I hope that I have illuminated some part of the unknown and the unseen for you here today. I will talk to you later. Bye.